However, if I'd like to bring up another video of hers, she did one called Meet the Crew. Okay, basically she has 11 other characters besides from her #1 recoloring character. Okay, she brings out 11 others. One of them is called Jake the Hedgehog, which is basically a shadow recolor just mixed with Sonic, and that's about it. Another one is called Fred the Hedgehog, which is a Sonic recolor, red head mixed with black in the hair and the black full body. And there's Clive, which is basically a silver recolor, just different hair design, which seems a bit original, and just added jewelry, no other attempt. Then you got Beat the Hedgehog, which he doesn't look like a recolor, but still some things could be changed. Then you got Tyra the Hedgehog, which is another Sonic recolor, just painted red. Okay, here's the thing. She, in her first video, part 1, she complains of Unleashed the Hedgehog, which is saying that it's a blot of paint from the sky. Yet, if you look at her Tyra the Hedgehog, on Meet the Crew 2.25, it's exactly the same. So she's basically taking the piss out of something that she also did herself. Okay, then you got Skyra Hedgehog, which, you know, it looks like Jess, but instead has clothes. Okay, if this was Jess, if she used this character as Jess, then she wouldn't be a recolor. But since Jess doesn't wear clothes and instead just has some mucked up design that basically whips off Sonic, then it is a recolor. Okay, then you got this other guy who basically isn't much of a recolor, but still. Okay, here's the thing. This character looks like a mix between an Enchida, a hedgehog, and a fox. However, she gives him a shirt and large boots but no pants. What's the point? Then there's a guy called Black Admin. Why the hell would you name a person Black Admin? Okay, much of a shadow rip-off, except for the clothes. Still, why would you call it Black Admin? Okay, then you got Krona the Fox Die, which is basically a recolor of Knuckles with a long piece of hair and a tail. And then the same with Gred the Enchida, which is basically the same thing, though you don't have the tail and the long hair, but you have a basic recolor. Okay, then you got Krista the Fox, which again, same thing, but she, you know, all they've done is just add a scarf and added a little V to her boots and sparkles and no gloves. That's about it. And then she calls Jesse's 11 friends. However, when around only 3 of them are not recolors, whilst the rest are recolors, including Jesse. However, she never actually says their personalities, abilities, or their origins. So what's the point of introducing them? A new thing. She then does another video called Updates and Shit. You know, no offense to the swear word, but still, it's called that. I have no idea why YouTube allows swear words on here, but still. Okay, she brings out a new design of Jessie, which I have to say is the most mucked up design of ever. Her first attempt at Jessie makes this one looks like a complete idiotic imbecile. The first one was better than this one. Basically, you got a bunch of random ass spikes on her head, and around the back of her body, and just different shoes, gloves. Again, no attempt at clothes and everything. However, she brings out a new story for Jessie, which I personally hate. Another thing she says is that she cannot use a microphone, and she just likes spilling random ass, really fastly if I may add, text across the screen. So fast that you can't even read it and you have to pause every 2 seconds just to read what she's put. Here's another thing. She then brings out a new story for Jessie, which is idiotic. She has basically decided that Eggman, who isn't very smart to do this, decided to make a rift portal to destroy Sonic. However, during the testing, an error, no idea how it happened, appears, and rips through the fabric of time, space, and dimensions, somehow reaching to Earth, and getting this normal human girl. But apparently, instead of running, like most people might have done, she goes into the portal, and it closes behind her. And then, suddenly, she is put into the room with all Sonic characters, Sonic, Amy, Tails, and everything, and she has basically turned into a hedgehog. But however, a really mucked up hedgehog. Again, I would like to add that I hate it when people introduce Sonic characters into their fanfics for the heck of it with no introduced story, just adding them for the heck of it. And then there's Jessie being a human girl and suddenly turning into a hedgehog, when in fact Mobius, if I may add, in the future, past, I don't care where it is, does in fact allow humans, so I don't see how she turns into a hedgehog. And 3, I have no words for 3. Let's see, what else? So yeah, she's basically put into a room with all these loads of people in. However, she did a vote about her new character design. Many people said that the original Jessie looked good, even though the whole thing, her whole design in both characters are both recolors. She then closes it because many people complained about her being a hypocrite, her character being the recolor, and how she doesn't use her voice, and that she uses scrolling text really fastly that you can't even read it. I mean, seriously, you have to pause every 2 seconds to read it. I mean, here I'm literally having to scroll along just so I can read what she's put. So basically, yeah, all I've got to say about this person, SonicchaoJR, who is just basically a recolor and everything, she can basically go to hell. Because, well, she's a hypocrite. She indeed has a recolor. She then becomes a hypocrite by stating that all other characters are unoriginal, unlike herself. And 4, she's the most dumbest person ever to seriously do this. Okay. What the hell? She's also put this thing on her thing, okay. What the hell is this? Term of use, what the hell? Jessie the Hedgehog and all related characters, copyright to me, SonicchaoJR. You're free to use any of my character ideas, given that you have my sole permission. You give credit when a character is used or when ideas are implemented. If you do not have my permission for a character, I will ask you kindly to why you did not seek my consent first. Depending on my reply given, I will either forgive you and let you carry on, or ask you to remove all content containing the character and or idea. Do not steal or claim my character idea. What the hell? Why in the fuck would they steal a recolor? Seriously. And why the fuck is your page so long? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Okay, here's our story. Jessie was once a normal human living on Earth. Every day she thought she'd do the same thing. Okay, that all changed, but one all the day a drift opened in the room and she was shocked at first, but eventually grew to be curious. Curious? Why would you go curious? If you're shocked, you would run away and tell someone. You don't just stand there, be shocked for 5 minutes and decide, oh wow, a portal goes through. Oh wow, I'm suddenly a Mobius. This is awesome. Oh look, I'm a hedgehog. I'm Jessie the Hedgehog. What the fuck? That's all I've got to say on this. Currently, Jess is the guardian of the crime. Okay. Cut. What the fuck? She's done it again. She's basically given her character a very impossible role, if I may add. Basically calling herself the Cryon Chaos Emerald. Yet there is no guardian of the emeralds apart from Knuckles. So she walked into the rift and then pulled out. In my series, Sonic X Advance. Sonic X Advance is basically a rip-off of Sonic X created by Jessie, putting a whole recolor character in there and just giving herself a fucking important role when it's impossible.